everyone, I finally got my headset working and I wanted to see if this commenting on tournament matches thing would work out decently, so I'm just gonna throw up the first match of the tournament that was posted in the thread and see how that works out. So the first match of the tournament was posted by Najaf from Group G versus Sinewave aka Swally64. I am going to go through the matches step by step and then in the end have the whole match run again, so that I can talk a bit about maybe strategies or what positions might have happened. And as I said, I don't know how this turns out yet, so I'm just gonna try. Alright, Najaf in green and Sinewave in red. So what do we have here? First of all, yeah, not this way, I don't have all the people, so now we do. Alright, what do we have here? We have 3 difficult spots where people would be engaging immediately, and then some bystanders who are probably gonna move into one of these eventually. So I'm just gonna look at them individually. So what do we have here? Najaf has a Rocketeer in that corner, which is quite unpleasant considering there's a shotgunner right outside the door. The shotgunner has multiple ways how he could approach this. He could try to walk through the window, try to go in right directly here, or try to sneak around the corner. The problem with all of this is that the Rocketeer will very likely fire a shot off right at this door, because that way he would probably hit the shotgunner no matter where he went. So that's very likely that this is gonna happen. But what might the shotgunner do? The shotgunner, as I said, could move in from any direction, or he could just move back, which might probably be the smarter decision. Like either move back behind the barrier here, or just walk to the other side of the barrier to get a little bit more defense. That's gonna be an interesting thing, because I feel that if he can't destroy the Rocketeer might actually be incredibly dangerous, because it could just attack all different spots across the map. This guy is basically nowhere at the moment. He could basically go anywhere. Like, he could support his Rocketeer, move into the other shotgunner. He could also try to get this guy. But then again, if the machine gun moves up to the window, he very likely would get the shotgunner guys, so the shotgunner would very likely not survive this move. As the SG could also move down here and try to help the grenade guy with the rocket launcher. Not sure what's gonna happen. Could go anything either way, depending on how he plans his actions with the grenade and the Rocketeer. Very interesting to see how this develops. As I said, this guy has the very easy solution to just block the window to see what the shotgunner is doing and how this action back here unfolds. And that's probably the most direct option to do. There isn't really any direct benefit from doing anything else other than this being incredibly obvious. The MG could also move down, I suppose, to try to get the grenade, because, oh, this is interesting. The grenade guy is actually trapped in a room right in the back of the Rocketeer. So the grenade guy cannot escape anywhere, and the rocket guy can basically just shoot a rocket and make the grenade guy explode directly in the beginning. I'm not sure how to handle that, to be honest. The grenade guy could move past the Rocketeer, try to go into the front room and just ignore the Rocketeer altogether, or just throw a dummy grenade and then run, which might be too late though, because if he throws a grenade and that guy on the first turn shoots a rocket, he's probably dead. So there's some really nice back and forth thinking here, basically on all parts. What they are gonna do, it's basically like paper, rock, scissors. Like, if that guy moves that way, he can totally, if that guy moves in, he can shoot him. If that guy stays and tries to shoot a grenade, he will get shot by the rocket launcher. Yeah, so that's gonna be interesting. And the last spot is this one. What's gonna happen here? Well, we have the MG right in front of the window, which of course will try to close in on the grenade. But from where is the question? He could move in through the door, or he could try to walk on the side to get the window view. Since the grenade guy is probably best off blocking the entrance with a grenade, which would be very dangerous for the MG because that would probably be around the same time span. He would probably be better going around the windows to check what the grenade, or to see if he can grab the grenade guy. Like, he might be lucky if a grenade is thrown into this room and the grenade guy just tries to hide somewhere here. He might just get him right upon him crossing the window. Or maybe the grenade guy will just move out and try to escape this whole issue altogether, because as I said, it's basically trapped like a mouse in a trap, because if he stays in there, there's not much he can do, because the MG can just walk around, circle around the whole thing and just try to get the final shot. Okay, so that's the first situation. Let's see what's happening in the first turn. Well, that was quite the bloodbath. It's probably best to just go through the individual areas again, one by one. So up here, let's look at it again. Yeah, okay. That was exactly what I said earlier, where the Rocketeer was aiming directly at that corner, which was very smart, of course, because it blocked the shotgun guy from going there, and there. Basically, the shotgun guy couldn't move anywhere except just back and hide. But then, this shotgun just aimed upwards in front of the direction of the Rocketeer and completely ignored the Rocketeer crossing in from the right. That was a super smart move from Green. How he moved in, because it was also super close, I suppose, right? 2 seconds, 3 seconds. Yeah, almost like he arrived at over 4 seconds. So if that guy had, it was also pretty risky, because if that guy had moved back here and to defend himself, that guy would have been dead immediately. Very, very smart move, even though it was pretty dangerous. But neat move. So let's see what happened here. That was probably the best grenade shot I've seen in quite a while. I didn't even have it on my radar that this grenade guy would go for this MG. Like, as I said earlier, it was pretty obvious that the MG would be stationed here at that window, because it's just the perfect vantage point for the whole area. But that grenade was genius. Like, seriously, that was a marvelous shot. And then, of course, he tried to shoot the grenade and then move out of the way for the rocket, who for some reason didn't try to go for the grenade launch, for the grenadier immediately, and instead moved around the corner, shot from outside, and then hid. I suppose he did that because he wanted to avoid a possible grenade that might have been landed here. Might have been landing here, and so he just moved out of the way and tried to get the shot in, and was hoping that Green would just be stationed there and just stay still. Yeah, that didn't happen. So that was two very, very smart moves from Green for a very bloody first round. So what happened down here? Let's look at that. So what happened here was that Green was moving along the lower side of the building, because obviously Red was throwing the grenade into the entrance. Tried to get the sneak into the window to get the grenade guy. The red player, Sinewave, tried to hide behind the window by ducking, which was also pretty smart and also pretty timely. Like that was a close one, and saved his soldier that way. But also he has the mega huge disadvantage now that red, first of all, has no idea where green is right now, because I think he was hiding right, yeah, like this. He can't see green. He still can't see green, and he is already ducking. So he has no clue where green is currently at. He could be standing right here in front of the door, or like around here, or in front of that window. And basically he would need to defend from all sides now, which he can't do. In that case, it would have been probably better to just move away from the position altogether, and just try to get a better vantage point. The next step for this is probably pretty obvious. He's just gonna move around the corner, look into the window, and just get that guy, because the grenade guy won't move much because he doesn't know where green is. He might suspect green is standing at the window still. Yeah, so that guy is probably dead. What else do we have? This little interesting thing. Red has a rocket launcher who will probably just try to shoot at that wall, which might kill him himself, but at least he gets a kill for the stats. And green probably can't do much about it. He could just try to run away to see if the time of the rocket, of launching the rocket, is enough to get away from the wall, but I don't think so. But nonetheless, either they both die or green gets away quick enough so that he can throw a grenade, and then the rocket launcher dies, so there shouldn't be much happening here. So let's see how the last two moves here play out. Yeah, well, okay, that was a bit different, but let's look at it more closely again. So in turn 2, we had this guy moving into that window, shooting him as expected. And up here we had the grenade moving away quick enough. I wouldn't have thought that it would take this long to fire the rocket. I thought that would have been quicker. But anyway, the grenade guy was quick enough to throw in the grenade and run away. And the Rocketeer even missed that wall. I'm not sure if he tried to hit the wall and just, wiggled with the mouse a little bit so he couldn't hit it, and just shot right in the level. But yeah, obviously this was a very, very well played round by Najaf. That was some incredibly nice double crossing on the moves, falling into the back of the shotgunner, especially that grenade to that MG house here. That was marvelous. Seriously, that was a great move. Well done, well done. Alright, so that was the first round. The first match of Group G, I believe. So let's see what the other matches are bringing to the table.